Get ready for the biggest entertainment headlines. We start with Netflix's His and Hers series dominating the charts, taking the crown for the most-watched series of 2026 so far. We're diving into the multi-platform numbers to see exactly how this show is performing and what it means for the future of streaming viewership.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we have a major legal showdown brewing. Netflix is firing back hard against Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton's new lawsuit, which accuses the streaming giant of spying on children. We break down the allegations from the lawsuit and hear Netflix's official response to this serious accusation. Now it's a battle for the streaming war. We compare Netflix and Disney in this massive showdown to see who is truly the winner. We look at Netflix's focus on the ad tier versus Disney's record profitability in parks and streaming, and what this means for the entire industry. And finally, we look at the escalating privacy concerns. We examine the Texas Attorney General's claims that Netflix is using an addictive autoplay function and collecting personal data from residents. Stay with us as we unpack the full story behind this massive legal challenge and what it means for consumer privacy. Netflix's His and Hers is currently leading the pack for the most-watched series of 2026 through the first 3.5 months of the year, according to the latest multi-platform numbers from Nielsen. The series has garnered an average of 25.6 million viewers across 35 days of linear and streaming viewership, exclusively on Netflix. Close behind in viewership is the initial broadcast iteration of the Taylor Sheridan Yellowstone universe, the new CBS series Marshals, which averaged 25.24 million viewers upon its launch. Other notable performances include Paramount Plus' The Landman, Netflix's latest season of Bridgerton, CBS, Tracker, and ABC's High Potential. In separate rankings, ABC shared its season-to-date ranking for broadcast entertainment series among adults aged 18-49 during Disney's Tuesday Upfronts presentation, where High Potential took the top spot. In the multi-platform ranker, which excludes sports, ABC highlighted its strong performance, claiming the #1 broadcast crown for entertainment fare in the 18-49 demographic, based on Live Plus 7 numbers. ABC noted that it holds 4 of the top 5 shows in the demo, including the top drama with High Potential, the top comedy, Abbott Elementary, and the top alternative show, Dancing with the Stars. In the total viewers category within the multi-platform ranking, High Potential ranked #3, while Dancing with the Stars placed at #5. Netflix has issued a strong rebuttal to a new lawsuit filed by Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, labeling the claim that the streaming giant is spying on children as meritless and based on distorted information. In a statement released to channel YouTube, Netflix directly challenged the allegations made in the suit, which was filed on Monday, May 11, in a Collin County District Court. The lawsuit accuses Netflix of illegally tracking and logging user data, specifically on children's profiles, and subsequently selling this data to construct consumer profiles. Netflix's response asserted that the lawsuit lacks merit and is founded on inaccurate and distorted information. The streaming platform emphasized its commitment to member privacy, stating that it complies with privacy and data protection laws across all jurisdictions where it operates. Netflix confirmed its intention to contest the claims legally, adding that it looks forward to addressing the Texas Attorney General's allegations in court and further explaining its industry-leading, kid-friendly parental controls and transparent privacy practices. Noi Dung Kai Tight. Netflix and Disney have presented contrasting performance metrics in the streaming war, offering investors a look at 2 distinct business strategies. Netflix reported a Q1 fiscal year 2026 revenue of $12.25 billion, marking a 16.2% year-over-year increase. However, the company experienced an earnings per share miss, reporting $1.23 against an estimate of $1.34. This miss was partially influenced by a $2.8 billion termination fee related to the Warner Bros. Deal. Netflix is aggressively pivoting toward advertising, with its co-CEOs focusing on the ad tier, which accounted for over 60% of Q1 signups in ad markets, and advertiser count surging by 70% to exceed 4,000 clients. Ad revenue is projected to nearly double to $3 billion by 2026. Netflix is pursuing a leaner, software-style operator model through strategic moves, including walking away from Warner Bros., acquiring generative AI filmmaking tools, and continuing share buybacks, with $1.3 billion repurchased in Q1 and $6.8 billion remaining. The company guided FY26 revenue between $50.7 billion and $51.7 billion, with free cash flow estimated around $12.5 billion, despite a recent 18.13% drop in its share price. Disney delivered a broader quarterly performance, with revenue reaching $25.17 billion, a 6.5% increase. Crucially, Disney achieved a streaming profitability milestone, evidenced by an 88% surge in segment operating income to $582 million, achieving a 10.6% margin, the first double-digit print. Entertainment SVOD revenue grew 13% to $5.49 billion, while experiences hit a record fiscal Q2 of $9.49 billion, boosted by a 5% rise in domestic per capita spending. Under new CEO Josh D'Amaro, Disney is expanding strategically, absorbing the NFL network for a stake in ESPN, launching an adventure cruise in Singapore, and utilizing capital-light partnerships for parks. The company expects approximately 16% adjusted EPS growth in FY26, although sports operating income may see a 14% dip in Q3 due to higher rights costs. The success of intellectual property, highlighted by the $1.9 billion Zootopia 2 box office, continues to fuel growth. Analysts suggest Disney presents a more compelling opportunity at this juncture, citing that streaming has finally achieved profitability, parks are setting new records, and the stock has seen a 13.45% gain in the last month. While Netflix offers a cleaner business structure, concerns remain regarding subscriber churn and the scalability of the ad tier without significant losses. Growth investors may favor Netflix if ad revenue traction is proven, but the current momentum at Disney, particularly in profitable streaming and record-setting experiential segments, makes it particularly attractive, provided sports margins remain stable. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton has filed a lawsuit against Netflix, accusing the streaming giant of employing a surveillance program to illegally collect and profit from Texans' personal data without consent. The complaint centers on allegations that Netflix's autoplay function is intentionally designed to create an addictive viewing experience, keeping users engaged for extended periods. Paxton further alleged that the company has collected data from children. In his filing, Paxton stated, Netflix has built a surveillance program designed to illegally collect and profit from Texans' personal data without their consent, and my office will do everything in our power to stop it. He asserted that Netflix has misled consumers by not being the ad-free and kid-friendly platform it claims to be, instead exploiting private data to generate billions. Paxton vowed to pursue legal action to hold big tech companies accountable under Texas law. This action follows similar legal challenges faced by other social media companies and publishers, including a previous settlement involving Disney regarding violations of the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. In response to the allegations, a Netflix spokesperson dismissed the lawsuit, stating that it lacks merit and is based on inaccurate information, assuring the company it takes member privacy seriously and intends to defend itself in court.